Well, good morning. I'm Gail, and I'm coming to you from St. James and St. Brendan's Church, and it is story time. And I have a wonderful story for you today. Now, show me your hands. Who knows how to tie their shoes? Wow, that's a lot of you. Good for you. Well, this story asks the question, does God know how to tie shoes? I wonder, what do you think? Well, this story was written by Nancy White Carlston, and the pictures were drawn by Lori McElrath Eslick, and the publishing company is William B. Erdman's publishing company. So now we can get into the story, the really good part. And it asks the question, does God know how to tie shoes? Now, if you wanted to know how to tie shoes, or ask that question, who would you go to first? Your mom? Well, that's who Katrina went to. Mama, what does God wear? I don't know, Katrina, but he dresses the hills with joy and the meadows with sheep, and the flowers never have to worry about what to put on. I think God wears orange beads when the sun comes up, and his gray hat when it rains. Does God know how to tie shoes, Papa? By his word, the heaven and earth were made. He breathed and the stars took their place. Then God must know how to tie shoes. Mama, how does God talk? Well, sometimes he whispers in a still, small voice, like when you hold a seashell to your ear. Sometimes he roars over the water, and his glory thunders. Like a lion, Mama? Yes, like a great, kind lion. Does God have wings, Papa? God wraps his love around us like the wings of a mother hen protecting her baby chicks. And he knows how all the birds fly. God probably loves the crows, too. Mama, does God get cold and hungry? Well, he feels sad when people are cold and hungry. God must shiver when he sees old Joe in his torn coat. When it snows, I will give him my mittens. Does God ever cry, Papa? Yes, I think he does. Because of the cold, hungry people? Yes, and when people can't live together without fighting. And when Thomas pulls Sarah's hair, it's so long she could sit on it. Mama, does God have any pets? The animals and birds of the forest are his, and every cow on 1,000 hills. Maybe God would like us to get a puppy. See the cow? Does God ever sing, Papa? Oh, probably. He rejoices with the fields and sings with the trees while the rivers clap. I think I see God riding on a cloud. That makes me sing. Mama, is God sad when he doesn't get a letter? God does like to hear from us, Katrina. We call that prayer. It can be a way of talking or singing or playing my drum. Does God like to paint, Papa? He paints the sunrise and the sunset and spreads out the heavens like a cloth. I bet he likes painting rainbows best of all, just like me. Mama, does God ever have to clean up his room? She asks a lot of questions, doesn't she? Well, he wakes the dawn and makes sure the seasons can change. Yes, he keeps everything in order. But even in his closet? Does God go to sleep, Papa? No, Katrina. God never sleeps. But doesn't he ever get tired? Well, he did rest after making the world. But Mama, where in the world is God now? God is here when we talk together. He's with you when you feel happy and when you feel sad. And scared too? Yes, when you are scared, he is there. God is always with you. Papa, does God know my name? Oh, yes, and the stars in the heavens too. Good night, Mama. Good night, Papa. Good night, God. I'm Katrina with a K. And this has been Gail with a G reading this story to you. And I guess we know now that God can do everything, not just tie a shoe.